Good evening, I'm Steve Long.
And I'm Chloe Maroney. Thank you for joining us tonight. A shocking case of animal abuse in Rock Island County. Nearly 36 starving horses are found on a farm.
As Clay LePard explains, the landowner is now under investigation and could face serious charges.
The horses have been moved here to Shone's Friendship Farm in Milan, where workers have been feeding these horses with hay around the clock, trying to get them back up to a healthy weight.
They've all been malnourished. They just need to put on a couple 100 pounds.
More than 300 pounds for some of the horses. It was this farm here in rural Rock Island County where law enforcement arrived last week to find a grim scene, a site that even included several horses dead on the property. The owner has voluntarily given up the horses to police.
I'm just appalled at anybody that could treat horses like this. When you have horses, you need to treat them like your own kids, and I suppose there's some people that would starve kids, but I never would.
An investigation is underway and charges could come as early as next week. In the meantime, Shone's Friendship Farm will nurse the mares and geldings back to health and find them new caring homes.
Love and food, yep, and they'll come around. I can't wait to see the end result. I'm excited for that.
If you're interested in adopting one of these horses or just making a donation, you can do so by calling the number on your screen. Reporting in Milan, Clay LePard, CBS 4 News.
Practice makes perfect, so today at the Rock Island Arsenal, crews simulated a full-scale terrorist attack. As Clay LePard shows us, the drill was complete with cars exploding and people screaming.
It was just a drill, but those at the Arsenal practiced what to do if something like a dirty bomb goes off. A car blows through the barricades and explodes. Crews rush to the scene, and injured volunteers cry for help.
Help me!
Responders from 24 agencies help to make this simulation as realistic as possible.
When it's so unpredictable, just knowing that our guards, our responsive people know and have this training, then it makes me more secure just working here.
It's also neat to see the responders do what they do and the car pulled apart.
The drill also gave the top brass a chance to scrutinize their men and women and make sure they have all the right training.
Without that, you think you're okay, you think you can get things done, but if you have the ability to have somebody look at you and really scrutinize what you're doing, that's really precious.
And Arsenal leaders say today's drill gives them a huge vote of confidence.
We're prepared, we're ready, we're equipped, and we're trained to deal with just about any emergency or contingency that would present itself here at Rock Island Arsenal.
Arsenal leaders say they'll continue to practice drills like this every few years, so they're ready in case something like this happens. Reporting at the Arsenal, Clay LePard, CBS 4 News.
From the Quad Cities, this is 10 at 10 on CBS 4, late edition. Your first full forecast is minutes away.
Good evening, I'm Brandy Otterson. Thanks for joining us tonight. Now, because football ran longer than anticipated, The Good Wife will not air on CBS tonight. Now let's get to our top story. Thousands come out as the former Dixon comptroller Rita Crumwell's horses hit the auction block. As Clay LePard explains, they weren't going cheap.
Brandy, at today's auction, this horse behind me sold for $775,000. They came from far and wide.
Clarksburg, Tennessee.
Ocala, Florida.
Madison, Wisconsin.
Skull Valley, Arizona.
Fairfield, Texas.
Melbourne, Australia.
We're coming from Sacramento, California.
All hoping to head home with one of the 320 prized horses from Rita Crumwell's ranch.
Sold at 275 Charlie's Way. Thank you.
You don't run into this once in a lifetime. Maybe the dispersal sales and under the circumstances of the sale and the quality of horses are absolutely the best in the world.
Locals were on hand as well, waiting to see how much some of the horses would sell.
I think they're going to go for a lot of money, and I just have an interest because I'm from Dixon and my money's involved in it too.
For the past 5 months, the horses have been cared for by U.S. Marshals.
Certainly never before in my career have I managed managed a project like this, as large as this is. It's been unprecedented.
And maintenance fees were piling up, topping more than $1.3 million to date. After discussions with Crumwell, the horses were ordered to be sold while still maintaining top value.
I mean, she has a lot of world champion horses, and it takes all day to feed and clean their stalls.
After this auction, marshals will start selling furniture, real estate, and other personal property of Crumwell's. If Crumwell is found innocent, she will reap all profits from the auction. The auction continues tomorrow at 11. Reporting in Dixon, Clay LePard, CBS 4 News.